Well, what are we fixing today? Today, we're looking at my P1s Bambu again. I'm really trying to like it. I mean, I spent a lot of money on it, and I want to like it. And I got to make some tweaks, I think, to make sure I like it. Because you saw from the last video, um, you know, not very happy. At this point, I haven't printed any more on it. I kind of let myself settle a little bit, so I'm not quite so mad at it. Now I'm kind of looking at how I can fix it. Uh, Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a person who is completely new to 3D printing, you want to print some awesome stuff, and you do Windows and you like working on your phone, doing little phone things on the little bitty tiny phone screen. Hey, Bambu is awesome. I have big fingers. I have a huge phone, and my fingers are bigger than my phone. So, using the phone is a no-go. So, and I brought that all up last time, so why not go over that again? However, I want to find a way to fix this. So I thought, okay, let's look at this. I did a little research and I found out that Bambu has as an app. So why don't I go in and try to use their computer-based thing and see how that works, right? Let's try that. Maybe that's all I'm looking for here. Maybe that'll help me out. So I go to Bambu Labs. Here is the the search for it. Software Studio, software and apps. All right. Hey, this might be good. Let's look here. Cutting edge. Awesome stuff, right? General information, general information. Cutting edge, feature rich. Bambu Handy. Well, that's the phone thing I had. I hated it. Bambu Studio. All the how to do's and stuff. Open source. Oh, security. Wow. Great stuff. Awesome. Let's go to downloads. Download on Windows. Download on Mac. I don't have Windows. I don't have Mac. They don't seem to have a Linux variant. Why? Why? Ah! Dread you, Bambu Studio! Alright. Then what the hell am I going to do? I heard about something else. Let's see if we can find that thing, huh? So, I heard there's a thing called Orca. Orca Slicer. I also heard be careful that you get it from the GitHub source and not from one of the oddball websites, because there's a bunch, because the Orca is doing open source and people are cloning it using AI to make it look pretty and sell ads on it. So let's find it from the source. That way it's up to date, right? So we look here, orcaslicer.com. That's not GitHub. Don't get that one. Don't look there. Don't look there. Nothing to see up there. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. All right. GitHub. Soft Fever Orca Slicer. This is the guy. Let's look here. This is the right one. We're going to get our stuff from here. We go down and read. Orca Slicer. Open source. Important safety alert. Read this. All right. Only official platforms for Orca Slicer are here, this website, and the official Discord channel. Anything else is a copy of this. Get it from the source. Support the maker. If you go down somewhere, I'm sure they have a support button. sponsors, support me, PayPal, Ko-Fi. Click this if you use this. Give them a little love. They could use it. They're doing a great thing here. This was originally forked from Bambu, and then they made it work with Linux and everything else. And Bambu is forked from Prusa, which is forked from Slicer. So, you know, it's a fork of a fork of a fork of a fork. But if you want the Bambu version official, get it from here, because all those other ones are forks from Bambu. I mean, from this Orca. Right? Okay. I wish they'd pick nice names. Names are weird. But, so we're going to install Orca Slicer on my Ubuntu here. So let's take a look. The releases page. Let's look at the releases page. Let's not do a beta. I'm not ready for beta. Maybe after I get used to Orca, I can get ready for beta. What else we got? Nightly builds? No, that's alpha. 2.2 official release latest. So this is what we're looking for. One that says latest. 2.2 official release. Well, they say things have changed, but I don't know. Now for Ubuntu, it apparently runs in its own little container because it's based on Windows stuff. So I personally don't want the Windows one. I don't want the Mac one. 24.04. 20. I don't know what version I have here. I don't think I have 24. I think I'm still running the old Ubuntu. 1 minute. Okay. I am not running personally Ubuntu to the newest. I'm one version older. I'm still in the supported, but I need to update that soon, right? But I don't have this one, so I'm not going to download this one. I'm going to download this one. We're going to download it to downloads. Yeah, I think I bumped the button before. I didn't actually install it or anything before. So I'm installing it for the first time here. What else we got? I don't know what PDP is. I don't know what these are. Well, source code, fine, but I'm not going to try to build it either. All right. So that's downloaded. It looks like this slicer will also handle my other printers, so I'm going to look into that as well. Usually, so when I have downloaded Kira, which I've been using up until now, it comes in an app image. And the basic process for this is, so if I look here in downloads, we got Orca Slicer 2.2.app image. In order to make this work, you change the permissions on this file. But I'm also going to create a place to put it. So, what did I do with Kira? That's exactly what I'm doing. So we're going to do it the same way as we do Kira here. I'm going to make a folder in /opt to put these things into. And then you You can just drop it in there, and then you make a link, and then every time, and then you make a desktop thing just call up the link every time. So on my desktop, I have a little Kira icon. I'll have a little Orca icon, right? So let's go up. Create a folder. Where is it? Oh. Need to be admin. This is how good I am at Linux, right? So I created an Orca, but as you can see, it's owned by root. This is the dealie. So let's go to properties. It's not called Orca. Click on here. I'm going to change the icon. I have an icon for it. All right. So I'm going to suck it. Let's run it. Let's move my icon up. Welcome to Orca Slicer. Let's get started. I am in North America. And I think this setup from here on out is like a lot of the ones that you get to see elsewhere. Gotta find our printers. So Bambu P1s 0.4. I got that. I got a 0.6 next. I'm just going to click all because I don't know. Next. Fine, they can have my data. Install the network plugin, yes. We're gonna skip the beta. And the Bambu network plugin is installed. So, there we go. File, new project. Is making me mad. Let's go with this one. Go away. Let's go with this one. This one shouldn't have any problems. I shouldn't need any supports. How do I turn that off? I don't even remember. Prepare. Plate settings. No, don't care. What size is it? What size is it? It's size. Never mind. I'm gonna do things to it. I'm preparing. I do things to it. Process. Advanced. Name. Start point. Bed type. Support. Enable support. Not. Good. Size. Quality. I'm just going to leave that alone. Leave all that alone. But I need size. What size is it? 128. Says. Is there a just make it grow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 squares. Squares aren't on there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20. So 256. So each one is a centimeter. All right, so that should be a, I don't know. I don't know if it's the right size. It's going to take me a while to get used to this slicer. It is not my slicer. Cure, I come over here and I say, I want to make it bigger. How do I make it bigger? Not position, not coordinates. How do I do size? I don't want to move it. I don't want to rotate it. Scale it. Size, 56 millimeters. Is that what I want? No. I want the inner to be 90 and the outer to be 98. So, uniform scale, size, 98. Taking a bit of a guess, because I want 90 millimeters in the inside here. And is that 4 millimeters? That's probably more like 2 and 2 is 4. All right. We're going to give it a shot. It's not complaining on this one, at least, yet. It's giving me this. Somebody tell me how to make this not show up. That is, I hate this. I can't do anything. I can't do anything with all this garbage. It's covering my stuff. All I did, so here's what I gotta do. I gotta grab it, pull it over here, try to make it big enough so I can see, but still fit on the screen. And then I can maybe make sure it's doing what I want it to. Okay, so I see what it's doing. If I want to manually tweak something, I guess I can. I don't ever want to do that. Device. I can't see anything. Got a huge screen over here. Over here, I can't even see it. So, I'm going to want that. And it made noise and did things. Load. I don't know if it's doing something or not. There it is. No time lapse enable. Send. Preheating. Oh, this really ticks me off. This ticks me off. Why don't they have a mains bed heater? The Elegoo that looks like this has a mains bed heater. If you haven't used a mains bed heater, you have no idea what you're missing. I'm just pumping out like a 50 feet of filament for no freaking reason. Now it's doing the wiggle wiggle. I think it does that just to try and wear itself out in time. Rather tedious. But I did ask for this. In the meantime, we can look at something else. Sounds familiar. At this speed, it really doesn't sound much different than mine. So I'll give it that. Although I think the sides kind of make it an echo chamber. But I have heard, and it's probably a rumor, but it's probably a good idea anyway. I have a Third Reality spark plug here, Zigbee, that I'm going to hook up to this printer so that when I'm not here, this thing can't update itself now, so that the power's off when I'm not here. Otherwise, it goes into some standby mode and everything's on kind of low, and I see the AMS is on, and I don't really want any of that on. They don't need to be on one because I don't print every day, so that could all be off. So I am going to set up a spark plug for this, and I'm just going to have it on my 3D print screen on Home Assistant. Now, currently, my 3D print screen does all kinds of things. So I'm hoping to find some kind of a interface to get from the Bambu data to get it into my screen. I don't know. If somebody knows of a good one that works with Home Assistant, that I can get the data. Like here, this pulls up a graph. Let me just turn this printer on, and you can see what happens when it goes on. You can see I just pop over there and go on. Over here. Okay, that printer is up. You can see what happens. You get a graph. I get a graph. I get a bunch of buttons I can press to shut down, restart, emergency stop, things like that. These are the ones down here that I've added, most of these. I created a blueprint that adds a bunch of these things. It tells me the temperatures, you know. Then I got another screen over here. Tells me some more data as it's running. This is all stuff that I don't look at every day, but you know what? When it's running, I have Home Assistant open anyway downstairs. I'll watch it here. I'll watch the image up here because it shows me the image from the camera. So that's what I'm used to. That's what I would like to kind of get back to or get to with this printer and not have to use the handy app. I guess I could bring up the Orca screen, maybe. I don't really want to bring up another thing, though. I want the Orca screen to be a slicer and send stuff to the printer. That's fine. That is plenty loud. But let us today come into here. Come down here to settings. We're not going to update that. But we are going to go into integrations. Go into ZHA. I don't know where I need to go. Figure, yeah. Add a device. All right. There's power plug. Button is. Nope. Twice ready to use. Done. Yep. Change the name. Bambino. Area. Office. And that go away. I think that's all I need. Go back. Back. Oh, well. Too far back. Devices. I got 12 devices now. Bambino. On and off. All right. So now I'm going to plug this in over there. When the printer's done printing, I'll just plug this into it. In the meantime, let's go to my 3D printer page. And we're going to go over to here. Because I'm going to, did I delete the shark page? I don't know. Tarantula, YouTube. Yeah, the plus. Bambino, I think, since I do Bambino. This is going, no, I don't use sections either. Sections is default. No, masonry. Thank you. Icon. Bat. Now, should I go with baseball bat? I think I'm going with bat because the other one's tarantula. This one's going to be bat. And it's going to be a subview. Save. Add badge, don't know. We're going to add a card. It's going to be the entity card, but just a single entity card. Well, button card. It's going to be a button card. Area button card. It'll be Bambino switch icon bat, that one. So let me look at something here. Colony, a cloud. Oh, okay. So officially in my Google, a bunch of bats can be called a cloud. So just like a bunch of tarantulas is a cluster. Bat cloud is what I'm going to call the button. Show state. Show icon. Bigger. Let's see how big the other one is. So well, there's that. Oh, it tried to turn it on. Okay, that's fine. Just going to do it done and do that for now. I have this. So let's edit that one. Right. What kind of card is this? Okay. They make things so complicated. They put it in the UI. They make it so complicated. So complicated. I'm just like, I'm yelling at people to get off my lawn right now. I understand that. But it's so annoying. I'm going to go into the raw configuration editor and fix this. But basically, I'm going to add another button here for my Orca, which is a Bambino, which is a bat. So I'm going to add a bat thing here so that I can just go here and I have the bat and jump back and forth, and then I'll have a whole page for that. But basically, I'm going to do for the Orca what I did for this. This stuff will be here. There'll be a page like this, and this stuff will be here. I'm going to turn off the tarantula now. Well, okay. Well, okay, that's two things we're going to solve for today. Let's hope. I now have a slicer. I have an interface from the computer with my big keyboard so I can actually do things. I'll have to do more figuring out on how to do things and understand it a little better. That'll come. It isn't much different than Cura, so I'm just saying, if people are used to Cura, Orca seems just fine. Probably has more features. Maybe not. I don't know. It looks pretty good though. It looks like it has the features I'm going to need. Then the other thing I fixed is I set up a power plug so that when this thing is off, it's not going to be talking to Bambu and getting its updates by itself, which I heard has happened. Might be a rumor, but if you leave the thing on, some people say that Bambu has just updated their crap. Maybe they had the wrong setting, maybe a lot of things. In the meantime, I don't print every day, so I'm shutting it off. It's going to be connected through my Home Assistant. I'm going to be able to turn it on when I want, and I'll figure out how to make it turn itself off. When I'm doing my Marlin printers, my TiVo and my Shark, I have it monitor the hot end, and when the hot end is cool enough, it allows it to shut off. That's a thing I added with my blueprint. So if you're interested in that, look up my blueprints. The links are down there somewhere. But otherwise, I think the Bambu will probably maybe do that itself, or I can monitor the temperature and then shut it off. I'll figure something out. That's another day. But for today, I got two things solved, and I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure you can hear that thing printing. It is mega loud and very annoying. So, especially since if I could close it, it'd probably be better. But they say leave it open for PLA. Okay. I'm also thinking about some upgrades to this thing. I have seen the Panda stuff, and orange is kind of my favorite color. They have an orange skin. They have an orange front panel. I could almost certainly put those things on without voiding any warranty. They also have a little board in there that you can use to hook up Ethernet as opposed to Wi-Fi. Might do that, but that would be a warranty voider. Also, they have the screen. Do I need the screen? No. I'm not going to use that screen at all. Do I want it anyway? Probably. But, I don't know what I'd use it for. A little tiny screen is... I don't know what I'd use it for. I'm probably not going to get the screen because it would just be a waste of money for me. But, it's cool. Alright. That's it for today. Give me a like if you agree with anything I said, or if you support me in my endeavors. Give me a dislike if you think I'm nuts and you think Bambu is the best thing ever, and whenever I say something I don't like about Bambu, I'm crazy. Give me a down for that. That'd be awesome. If you want to know any more about me, I have information down below. Place to subscribe to my YouTube, where a list of my blueprints. So if you have a Marlin printer and you want to get some extra options with Octoprint, that's down there. All the stuff. In the meantime, I wish you all well. And remember, if your Bambu is loud, there ain't shit you can do about it. So, whatever. Bye.